What's up, guys? Another week, another Chargers loss. So this one hurts a lot, huh?
Yeah. Um, to be honest, I'm
You good?
actually pretty speechless right now. This is the third game within the last 4 weeks where we were up by 17, which includes Mahomes and the Chiefs, Brady and the Buccaneers, and now Breeze and the Saints. And for me, it's just it's frustrating because we always start off really well, and honestly, I felt this game was going to be a turnaround. I honestly felt as though they had a really good chance of winning.
Yeah.
Herbert looked really good. It's just, we lost due to a missed field goal. It what's more to say? I mean, it's a
It's,
game. I
it's like
understand that,
2019
but
is trying to bite our ass again, or like the year before that, whatever the year was when we were trying to find our kicker.
yeah, I agree. But I mean, to be honest, it's just I'm I think even just during the game, I'm just sick and tired of just the ability to not clutch out the game, to just be consistent towards the very end, having that mentality of being a champion. If the Chargers want to be greater or better of a team, they need to come out in these clutch moments. I mean, they were a pretty exciting team. I mean, we saw that today, but what makes a champion is coming up clutch, despite how much we don't hate some of these champions, like when Tom Brady was in the Patriots.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to actually just like it doesn't look as though like I honestly feel like Herbert was the champion of this game, for the champion for the Chargers, and so was Mike Williams. But when it comes to just finishing off and really just getting finishing off the game and just winning, we just didn't do that. The Chargers as a team as a whole didn't do that. And I really wanted personally to see Herbert get that win. The first W. He played great. He played amazing. And to not to have that happen, it's rough. It's hard. I mean, I'm pretty sure he'll always come out strong every week. He looks very composed, and no matter what the situation is, and knowing that he's a rookie, he's still learning. But there needs to be someone, I think, whether it's the coaching staff or the teammates, to just give them motivation. We always see players like motivating the defense, motivating the offense to get things going. It doesn't seem as though the Chargers sometimes has that urgency when they're down or when they're having a hard time to let's continue to keep pushing it. Like continue to keep, you know, let's close out this game
Yeah, they
kind of
seem to shit the
mentality.
bed every time it's the third quarter. Every time they go to halftime, I don't know what happens. Like, what does Lynn say to them when they enter
Yeah.
the tunnel, or like when they enter the locker room? Like, what? Like, it's like they just out of like they just forget the game plan and just I don't know.
Yeah.
And then I honestly didn't think the Chargers were going to stop the Saints on that last drive in the overtime.
Yeah.
So that was actually encouraging to see them stop the Saints to
Yeah.
and for them to settle to a field goal. But yeah, it definitely this one's on um, Michael Badgley. He missed the extra point and then missed the
Yeah.
field goal. And
Yeah.
honestly, like me personally, I know I don't get a say obviously, but um, if he misses another game-winning field goal, like they should let him go.
Yeah.
I
I
think he deserves
mean,
another shot, but
yeah. I mean, I can agree with you. I mean, he missed an extra point in the very beginning of the game and he missed the field goal. And I think these type of moments, like knowing that you miss an extra point, is actually crucial in the NFL. Because if you miss that, I mean, that could make a difference in points scored based on missing extra points and missing field goals. So for me, it's just that needs to be kind of locked in. Like I can probably let the extra point go because we end up having a very tight race with the Saints. I mean, their field goal kicker Lutz was doing amazing, so he was able to kind of get that back in. But when it comes to just this moment, this time where, I think was me and you watched this game together. We did watch this game together. We just realized there was at least, I know during the game you kind of weren't like you kind of like, man, where is this? When you got to, especially when it got to the third quarter, because technically they had like 4 punts in a row, starting from the second
Oh,
quarter all the way
dude,
to end of the third quarter.
absolutely
So
hated the play calling.
yeah, it was not great. I mean, but when I actually thought about the third and fourth quarter, I just thought of like there just isn't there there Herbert was showing up. Like, he surprised you, when he got that pass to Mike Williams, and how much he's getting that deep throws in. He looks like he's a player that really wants to win, that really wants to get this game in.
Yeah,
And then getting that Mike Williams pass to set up the Chargers up for a game-winning drive was big. It's Herbert, to be honest, was the champion of the Chargers. Despite not winning this game, he was there, and Mike Williams too was just absolutely amazing. Especially the deep throws, trusting in him. I mean, I'm
like
not
how can
sure
you
if
miss a field goal after Mike Williams just laid his life out on a catch like
yeah,
that? Just made the play of the game, and then he's just gonna miss that field goal. I know, like he like hit the
yeah.
bar or whatever, but
Not to imagine that. Not to even say that Mike Williams actually had a very tough catch
yeah,
right before the field goal. That was a tough catch right there. I mean, that was absolutely amazing how he's able to take that catch and bring it in. I mean, it definitely looked clear, but man, that was an amazing catch. That was
I know the players got to be fed up. You can
uh,
see it in their face. Like you can see it in their face when they're
yeah,
leaving the field at the end. They're just
yeah,
shaking their heads. Same old Chargers. Like I
yeah. I
wonder
mean,
if the team has any thoughts. Like, do they want to see the head coach or somebody fired, like the offensive
uh,
coordinator or something? Like,
yeah, I just there needs to be something going. Maybe there needs to be a change of staff that just gives them more motivation, because this is a team that actually could do well. I actually see playoff potential in this team. They just need to kind of just follow through and pull through in games, because then it's like, even another person that I was just talking to from one of my fantasy league was just putting the point of like, classic Chargers always missing in clutch. I mean, if you know our Chargers history, we just lose it at the end. We just either miss a field goal, we always
yeah,
lose by 7 or 8 points towards the very end of the game, and it's frustrating because
I,
it's frustrating because it's like, we're not getting blown out, we're not getting outbeat, we have a potential to win the game, and we're not stepping up to the challenge. There needs to be, in my view, I think Anthony Lynn is to blame, because it didn't even look like he had a sense of urgency towards the end of the game. A lot of things weren't going that way. A lot of things weren't going on the
yeah,
offense, and we need some. And what you were saying as well. We were doing run plays when I feel like we should have been doing passing. We should have had that. Trusted Herbert more to kind of get that
yeah.
ball out there. It's
Like
it's
he the amount of first down and second down rushes that went for nothing was just unbelievable. And the fact that
yeah.
I think we even did it on our overtime drive. I know one of them went for 4 yards, but and I think we got a first down, and then
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I think one of the frustrating part is that, like, I actually felt as we won this game, because I felt like the Saints
Yeah,
weren't
the
playing at
field
their
goal.
best. Yeah, like for me, it's like I think that the Chiefs weren't playing their best when we lost to them, but like that one it's the Chiefs. It's difficult to win, and with Brady and against the Chargers, we were winning, and we had a chance to win that game too. But I felt as though Brady had momentum. Like there was some kind of urgency. There was like I wasn't really too disappointed because I knew that they outplayed us at the very end of the game. But the reason why I'm actually disappointed more is that I don't feel like this is the best Saints team. We lost
Right.
against a very, especially with Michael Thomas out, we actually the Los Angeles Chargers, lost a game they should have won because the
Yeah.
team was not playing. I felt the Chargers were playing at its best, and the Saints were playing at one of its worst performances, and we couldn't clutch it out. Like we had a chance, we had an opportunity. I felt it throughout the entire game that this was going to be a win for them, and just to see, those four punts between second quarter all the way to end of around third quarter was just heartbreaking to see. Allowing Brees to get back into the game when, we needed to just make more, we needed to get better play calls, or we just needed more motivation for our offense. Our defense, to be honest, I think still played pretty great. They did
Yeah.
they did what they could. They put pressure on Brees, but overall with the offense and defense, I think that the Chargers could definitely need that. that energy to step up to the plate and just finish it out. You know, Herbert could be like, I feel like I have the motivation to move forward, but how about you guys? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think so. The on the bright side, Herbert is our quarterback for the future. But my
Yeah.
worries is that our team is going to let him down, just like how we let down LT, Gates,
Yeah.
Phillip. I know we have a lot of bad luck, but I know, and then also our starters, all of them are fucking gone pretty much.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but
Three offensive linemen, our best safety, you know,
I
our
don't know.
running
Hopefully
back, our star
Keenan,
running back.
yeah, hopefully Keenan is. We have a bye week, so we're going to be able to heal up. Hopefully, we'll be able to see the linemen that we signed to actually be able to
Yeah.
play a damn game. I know Bulaga's played what, a game or two, and then our new guard, he hasn't played anything. He hasn't. I
Yeah.
know he has a growing injury, but it's just
Yeah. And then
frustrating.
for sure. And then hopefully we can also get Ingram back in, because I think
Oh
that's what
yeah,
I kind of felt early on. Because I felt as though with the running game, especially in the very beginning, I was actually pretty nervous of the game because I just see Latavius Murray and Kamara find a few holes, and it's like I know the Chargers have a better defense than this, especially O line, and they, Bosa looked like he was very fatigued and tired during this game, especially when
yeah, he's
he
banged up.
put everything into it. Yeah, but he can't do it all himself. He needs help with Ingram. I mean, he's a great combo with Ingram, and I mean, you mentioned it before, but having him on third down when he's been tired is actually pretty effective. I think during this game.
Yeah, um, our defense overall did good slash okay,
Yeah.
but I mean they're missing a lot of starters too.
Mhm.
At least they put some pressure on Breeze. I don't think we got a sack against Brady at all.
Yeah. Emmanuel Sanders having Davis on him wasn't. It looked like he was getting pretty beat by Emmanuel Sanders during the second half of the game.
Yeah. Um,
Plus, we're missing our star secondaries too, Derwin James and Chris Harris. So
yeah. But the Chargers have a bye week, so
yeah,
we'll be pretty happy next week as far as our spirits. Like,
yeah,
we won't have another heartbreak. But I know the future we got I think we could still be positive though with Herbert.
yeah,
But I'm still worried that the Chargers will
yeah.
fail him.
I
But
think in this situation now is I kind of want to be hopeful. Not necessarily, I don't think we're gonna make playoffs, and I'm being realistic here. I don't think we're gonna make playoffs. But what I would like to see moving forward with the Chargers is like kind of being able to kind of just see more of a team that can clutch it out in key moments, take some wins here and there and just play hard. I mean
yeah,
they've been playing pretty well during the last, early in the games, that's considering the Chiefs game where they were up by 17. Same thing with the Tom Brady and the Buccaneers game where they were up as well. Same thing with this game as well. We're up and it looked really good in the first half, but continuing to keep that momentum going as the game continues. That's key and crucial. Maybe I still want to see a spark. I think maybe it's time we do see a new coaching staff like Anthony Lynn. It didn't look like he looked very urgent or he was open to kind of, you know, come out clutch for the towards the end of the game. Like no sense of urgency, no sense of like yeah, the sense of like let's get this done. I mean, we forgot to even mention too that they stopped the Saints in overtime, but they had a chance to actually even win that game as well too. Like they had a chance to score a touchdown, and
yeah.
I would
KJ Hill dropped it though. He
yeah,
should have got that.
he did. And for me, it's like that could have been. I mean, that could have saved my disappointment from that field goal. If they would have at least gotten a touchdown, I don't know if I would be comfortable with another kick. Plus, if I see them actually get a field goal, I feel like the Saints are just really good on offense, and our defense is already so tired that I would say most likely the case would be if they would have gotten a field goal in that possession, the Saints would have it would have either been a tie or a Saints win, and most likely in that case it would have been a Saints win if they were to get
Yeah.
the field goal. So if I would have saw some urgency, if I would have saw some, great playmaking towards the end of the game, I would have been more satisfied. But it came out disappointing, towards the very end, because knowing that there's a chance at a spark, I think the Chargers have a tendency to kind of take that away,
Yep.
when I think about it towards the end. So
Yep. So I guess we can wrap it up.
yeah,
Until I guess the next game is the Jaguars. So I think we can win against
yeah.
them, but unless it comes down to a field goal, then I don't know if we'll win.
I don't know. I mean, I think since we've been playing some pretty great quarterbacks and pretty great teams as of lately.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like if I do see some spark of life as we come down to these, maybe we're playing some pretty mediocre teams coming up. I think like we have Broncos twice coming up. I think we even have the Jets coming up as well too. So, and Miami. So we're playing some pretty easier teams. So I hope to definitely see confidence and strength and motivation throughout that game. So I guess we'll see, but at the same time too, I don't see them as a playoff team. I mean, they could surprise me and actually make playoffs, which is possible. But however, I just feel like with a 4 record, they can only get up to 12 wins at this point. And most likely they'll get at least maybe 3 or 4 more losses. So I think that for me, I would say that their win loss ratio this year would probably be around a 7-9, and that's what I'm calling, around 7-9 and 8-8, and
Yeah.
you know,
It'd be nice to get Herbert his first win as a Charger starter,
yeah,
but we
yeah,
shall see.
yeah,
Yeah, let's
um,
wrap. Want to wrap it up?
for sure. What did you think about? I mean, what did you even think about like Tyrod Taylor not getting the key role and starting with Herbert now?
I thought it was
If
the
you,
right call,
I agree
but
too.
I know last time I was saying like I don't if he starts like I don't mind it, but that's only
Yeah,
because I don't think this season is going to go anywhere.
yeah,
But it's good that Herbert's getting his reps, and sucks that he has to experience these losses, but it is part of the
yeah,
game. But
yeah. Plus, his line was getting destroyed. He had to
yeah,
make some crazy tough throws in the pocket. So
yeah. So
yeah. Hopefully, he gets more protection in weeks to come and in maybe in years to come. Like he'll have more protection for himself. So
yeah. But all right.
yeah, I guess we can wrap it up now. Disappointing. I'd say this is probably for me personally the hardest loss I've seen
Yeah.
this
So far
this year
this
for
season,
me.
yeah,
Yeah,
can't get
this is the
worse.
hardest loss. Yeah.
And just look at the Falcons; it can be a lot worse.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's still pretty bad.
Yeah.
But already,
But anyways, guys, we're still gonna be a fan of the Chargers.
yeah, man.
I hope. Yeah. But yeah, I just wanted to also just mention that like whatever happens, we'll be there. We'll be podcasting and we'll be telling you some games, despite the hard truth of what actually happens and what's to occur. But yeah, we'll see in the upcoming weeks what happens. Hopefully, we have more positive news in the
It's
future.
true.
All
Yeah,
right. I'm Kyle. This is Zach.
Zach. All right. Thanks for checking us out.
Later.